Welcome to Laugh Out Lore's Stormhaven. Before we get started, a couple of announcements. I added a couple of commands today. Instead of checking out our socials link, you can actually just do !! Discord, and it'll show us your link. Also, we have merchandise. You can type in ! merch, which I will do now. Or just go to laughoutlour.com and check out our merchandise. We have pirate campaign stuff, and we have our regular stuff. We have logos. We have different designs that we've come up with. We even have like yoga pants for the ladies, so check them out. If you have any suggestions, feel free to send them over to merch@laughoutlour.com. I think it's actually all of my announcements. Just check out our merch store. And check out our Discord. Come and join us. So, did anybody else have anything?
Here.
I don't.
Cool. Well, I guess we will get started. So,
Alright.
here we go.
We'll pick back up in the cavern. Ravan just got his ever bright lantern, and so you guys hear some footsteps coming up behind you, and Broth, roll a perception.
Nat 1.
Yeah. You know that Froll is looking for you. You hear him stomping up saying, "Where's Broth?" And Froll, welcome back.
I would say with a nat 1, he's not very perceptive. I'd like to throw stealth.
Go ahead.
Uh, 17.
Yeah, I'd say he doesn't. He hears you, but he doesn't know where you are.
Broth, I'm going to have you draw a Fates card. I never get to spin those.
Fuck!
This could make things so much
Fates
better.
card on this character. What do you want me to roll?
A D100.
Oh, that's not that. That is. Oh, yeah, it is. It's that one and this one. All right. 49.
That's almost exactly in half. Oh, you got lucky. It is a blue card, which means good fortune. Oh, your next movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Pretty
That
good
could be
card.
beneficial.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I'd say that was rather fucking lucky given what I was going to do. So with my stealth, I've been brewing on things for quite a while, and I finally figured out what I have to do. I'm going to pull out a dagger in my right hand, and I'm going to sneak up behind Broth, and I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder.
Broth, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Would he, though, with a nat 1?
Well, I feel
physically
like
touching him,
perception,
yeah, I think he would
feel a
feel
physical
the
touch.
I mean, it'd be kind of
I
hard to
don't
not hear
think-
the footsteps coming in this cavern, the way they'd echo and everything.
Yeah, I
so,
don't think he would know who it is.
say for story's sake, after you
I
guys
turn
got
around.
back and Froll knew that Melkor was dead, he just kind of swam off to soak in the ocean and be where he loves being at for a while.
Right as he turns around, I'm going to take my dagger and I'm going to thrust it into his chest, but instead of the blade, I'm going to spin it around to the butt hits his chest.
I'll say roll an unarmed strike. You're not trying to stab him.
That's a nat 20 plus 6.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
double damage on that unarmed strike there.
Sorry, bud. 10 damage total.
Rough, you get pretty much slugged in the chest and take 10 damage. I'm going to say it knocks the wind out of you and kind of puts you down on your ass as you turn around and you look up with a shocked look, and there's Froll standing above you and pretty much just laid you out.
And I'm going to look down at Broth as he's kneeling down trying to catch his breath. And I'm going to say, Broth, next time you make the captain's orders, it's going to be the other end of the dagger.
Fascinating.
Broth just brewing on it, still trying to catch his breath. Just don't say anything to Froll at the moment, and I get back up. I'm like, well, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Picturing Erdan and Ravan in the back drawing in their books.
Actually,
Yeah,
Erdan would
both.
not know he even had his books. I think.
No, they had you read your
Erdan.
journal.
Oh, that's right. That's
after
right.
you got your mind wiped.
Yeah. So I would say I am literally like probably I've flipped through pretty quickly. And I'm seeing this whole thing go down, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm just drawing out the scene. But I'm actually going to flip the dagger around where Froll is stabbing Broth.
Oh yeah, Shannon doing the same thing though.
I am sitting,
Little
observing the
group
whole
of
thing,
terrorists in the
soaking in all
back.
the information, just loving how unexpected it all is.
And I'm
Froll still
After
got
you-
that dagger in his hand, right?
Yeah, roll perception for me.
mhm.
I want to walk up to Froll and grab the hand that's holding the dagger with the blade and actually shove it in my gut. With his hand still attached to it.
As if he doesn't let go of it.
Do you want me to roll
Okay.
perception before or after that?
During. Yes. That and roll a dagger attack against yourself, bro.
All the above.
Could I throw an opposing strength?
Yes. If you beat his attack against himself, he won't.
What's the plus on a dagger?
It's your. I think it's your dexterity. 'Cause I think
Mine are 6.
I don't have a dagger in my slot at the moment.
what
to
is
go.
your
Yeah.
what is your weapon modifier? So what do you use for weapons?
I have an assortment. I have a
No.
short sword.
Like what is your
What is the plus?
9.
I would just add a
I
dagger
guess
really
it's-
quick. I mean, it's
Alright,
not hard.
My dagger is plus 6, but I don't know if his stats would affect
It goes
that.
off his stats, not yours.
Hold on.
Since
Let
he's
me
got
add
it.
an
Efficient
extra.
with simple weapons, so
Oh, that's true. I think a short sword's a simple weapon too.
Yeah.
So
It'll
I'd
just
say
be
it's
+9.
it's probably a +9.
pretty sure daggers are simple. Yeah.
All
they
right,
are.
Roth, that's your roll
It's
+9.
It's a +7 for a dagger
+7,
with
okay.
my dex and that. That's a
Okay.
24.
Roll.
I had a 13 plus 3 for my perception.
With that perception check, you notice that Monteith is nowhere to be found.
My strength was an 8.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Broth stabs himself. Roll the damage. What is it? 1d4 plus like 2 or something.
I'm gonna look at Broth and dagger.
For me, it has a different plus if we're going off of
Oh,
mine.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna look at him and be like, Be like, damn, bud, you're out to kill everyone, huh?
And then I'm just gonna slide him the note that Monteith left me. Pull the dagger out and walk away.
I take the note and be like, where's Monteith?
The note reads basically that he's gone to find your guys' friend. He realizes that Melkor's dead, and he feels like that's where he should be. So, with your perception check, glancing around, you put together that Monteith is no longer amongst the living. And roll a Constitution to see how you take it.
I'm gonna roll that with disadvantage since I'm already stewing over Melkor. That's a 10.
I'd say it. You feel about the same as Broth does, just a punch to the gut. Gasp a little and take it as best as you can. But
Would you say I would have written down what Monteith said to me exactly in my journal?
yeah, the way you talk about using your journal for notes and stuff, I think, or Dan would have even before the mind wipe. Because that was right before that
Yeah,
card.
that's right. Yeah, so I would be like, so this Monteith guy, he said he did not want to come back. I do not remember why, but in my notes, he says he is looking for someone.
I guess I would only assume that he's talking about Melkor.
It would make sense considering Monteith's note said he's looking for our friend. You'd also see a shorter woman kind of kneeling behind her, Dan frantically drawing pictures, nervously taking notes, almost still crying.
I think when we left off, me and that girl were singing a song with each other in Primordial.
Yes, we were all
Celestial.
Oh, Celestial. is
Well,
what
it
was.
started off in
Celestial.
Celestial,
Yeah.
and then he changed it over to Primordial.
Oh yeah,
That was, Ribbon.
I had asked you if you knew how to speak Primordial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think at this point,
and
I don't
I-
know if he'd be cowering behind anymore or in a conversation.
I think the punch and stab
hold on.
would have made her very nervous from her inklings in the character from last week. Just from somebody raising their voice, she cowered. So
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah, but with her being a studious little self, and also being a warlock, she
Oh, yeah, we
also
do
has
both have
comprehend
mage armor.
languages. So with me having comprehend languages, I casted that so I could understand what he was saying.
okay, I'm just saying I feel like he'd still be cowering behind her and almost crying because of
hiding behind
the argument and fight.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Troll's
I'm
looking
definitely
around and I'm like seeing all these fucking people that, I've just been kind of like sulking in the back of the group. I'm looking around, I'm seeing all these fucking people, and I'm gonna yell over at Broth as he's walking away and be like, Broth, who the fuck are all these guys?
I think in
with that being
reaction
said, I'm
to that,
definitely
I'll
trying
just
to throw you
wave.
down behind the gigantic suit of armor.
I'm gonna look down at the little short one and be like, and that fucking thing, what is that?
I'm gonna kind of poke my head out a little bit and be like, never mind. And then just duck back behind fucking Erdan's legs.
Erdan, Erdan's
Go
gonna
ahead.
look down because he drew the card after we found her, right?
Yes.
So he's really not sure what's going on. Like he doesn't remember, or he would not remember what she, because there wasn't enough time to go through my write in my journal about it.
So,
I don't
out of
understand
character,
why
your
she's doing that.
entire memory was wiped. Right?
Wiped completely. So I'm just gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
It's about this moment. Freaking out a little bit. I've got a whole lot going on around me. I just met these guys. I was in a cave studying rocks and shit when this giant spider thing showed up. I knew this guy knows who I am. The next minute, he has no fucking clue. I'm gonna kind of step out a little bit, but before I do, I'm gonna use disguise self at a first level.
Okay.
To give myself a little bit more confidence, because in my current state as my regular self, I'm not very confident, very nervous. But when I use disguise self, I turn myself into the boy version of myself to have a lot more confidence, and I become a little more boisterous. I stick my hand out to Froll and say, my name's Shannon. Nice to meet you.
To this, I think I would have a huge grin pop up on my face at seeing magic used in this manner for that personality. And I think it's about time that I pop open my journal and start writing in it.
Broth, are you going to answer Froll's question? You also hear in the background, "What's your command, my liege?" And you see this Simic hybrid kneeling in front of Malurim asking for orders.
I'm gonna look at Froll and be like, "You want the short and sweet version, or you want the long version?" After I fix this wound real quick in my gut.
I mean, I really don't fucking care. So, whatever version you want to give.
I woke the robot up in the cavern here when we found him. There was like some rock laying on the floor. I stuck it into his chest. And I kind of say that loud enough so Erdan hears it.
Roll deception on that.
RB9 is not here, right?
Robot.
He's not with us?
He would be with you, but I'm not going to act for him.
Okay. I just needed to make that self-clear because I don't know if I'd be self-aware enough to know I'm a robot.
I don't think you would know what you are.
Yeah.
So you would probably just look at RB9 and be like, wow, he turned him on.
Noted. I'm gonna
I
make
don't
notes
know
in
why,
my.
but he is really hot.
I'm gonna be writing in my journal, not looking at Broth, and looking over RB9. I close my journal.
He's drawing RB9 nude.
What was your deception roll?
12.
Yeah, Troll's probably a little suspicious. There's a little falter in your voice.
Well, I did get stabbed. I stabbed myself, so I expect that would have an effect on everything, especially speaking. And then I'd look at Froll and be like, the weird bird guy or whatever was in a cage. We killed some ogres, got him out. The other robot, I don't fucking remember. And the guy standing in front of you, we just met randomly somewhere in here.
I'm going to look around for another robot. Can I roll perception?
Yes.
That's pretty awful.
What
That's
is
not
going tonight?
11.
Yeah, you. Like, I'm picturing you walk up to every person that you see and check them over once. You're looking, and you definitely only see RB9 as the robot.
When I notice him looking around and kind of eyeballing each person, I'd like to, as he gets up to me, I'd like to look over his journal and see what he's like jotting down here.
My
He's
journal
walking
is
up to each
currently
person.
closed.
Oh. So I wouldn't really know exactly what you're looking for, would I?
Nope.
No, you'd see him checking everything out and being curious, inquisiting.
Can I call for AB real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll call for AB to see if he pops up.
Yeah, Froll's just like fucking lost. I walked out. I'm like shaking the water out of my boots after walking out of the ocean and following you guys in here.
He doesn't show up.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Froll though and go, all right, quick thing, Froll. You can kick my ass later or whatever, but we need to get into that tower and get a lamp.
Need to get in the tower and get a lamp.
Yes. I'm gonna tell him it's a game changer.
I've got dark vision. What do I need a lamp?
Because it's a very powerful lamp.
Froll doesn't know about him, right? He was in the ocean, or no?
No, Froll. I guess if he
Froll would have
wandered off and
known.
kind of was swimming in the water, I don't think
Yeah.
he would actually know about AB. But
Out of
AB
character, Froll
teleported
would
your
know
whole
that-
crew.
Yeah, Froll would know that he's with old boy, like the genie, because we ran into him before. But I'd have no idea that he's here or.
That's right.
That he used the fake card because he went and took his respite.
If I imagine, as I was walking up, I saw a couple dead ogres and put together with Broth's story, kind of piece together what's going on here. But yeah, what do you need a lamp for? I could get you a fucking lamp if we were back on our island.
Froll, you remember the genie? Gustavo's genie.
Roll history if you want.
Nope.
Damn.
Or
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
who the fuck is
Sorry, bro.
Gustavo? Gazebo?
He's
What are
the
we
guy
doing?
trying
Somewhere
to
around
end the
that.
world.
7 Seas, Gustav cringes.
All I
As
know
he
is I
feels
was swimming
they
around munching on some
abusing his
fish
name.
sticks and I fucking popped up in the ocean out here. I don't.
Froll, do you want to go kill things and loot shit to help the frustration that me and you are both feeling right about now?
I want to go loot shit and kill things. Yes,
Then let's loot shit and go kill things.
let's go loot shit.
Hey,
Bro,
somebody roll perception for me.
without even
Who?
missing a beat, I'm just gonna start walking forward into this cavern.
Okay. You
Well,
pick
I don't
one of the
still
tunnels
think
off
that-
the side of the cavern and start walking down it. Somebody roll perception for me.
I don't think that I'm still 300 years from the future, do I?
No.
You're cured of that.
No, you've been
I was
fixed
scared
it.
of that. Okay, all right.
Oh, wait a minute. What's
So I
perception?
feel like the
Hold on.
invincibility thing would go down a little.
Yes.
Because before I was thinking I was fucking
True.
invincible because it's like, well, I live for another 300 years. Obviously, nothing here killed me.
22 for perception.
Yeah, you start walking down this tunnel with Froll and you notice a cloak on the ground.
I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna nudge Froll real fast and be like, Froll, and I'm gonna point the cloak out and be like, you see that?
You said it's just on the ground.
Yeah, kind of piled up. Like maybe it fell off a pack or somebody threw it off running away from something. Because they're still
I'd
in
like
like these
to-
carved out tunnels that like something burrowed through the rock of
I'd
this
like
island.
to walk up and investigate the cloak. But when I do,
Okay,
I want
well-
to get like really fucking close and not actually touch it. Just like,
While he's investigating, I think I'd like to walk up and catch up to him while I'm pulling out my Everbright lantern to give everybody some light.
Your lantern lights up pretty much the entire tunnel. Being 10-foot radius, and that goes 120 feet of light, and 60 feet of it is bright light. It's just going to carry throughout the tunnel. It's basically daylight in here now. So you see
that
This cloak
investigation's a 19.
sitting on the ground. It's black with a red velvet interior. It has some ears on it. Don't know why there's ears on it, but
I mean, it's got
Next to it is like a 8-inch tall bush that has 3 berries on it.
Who said 8-inch?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
It pings on the cloak
oh well, I don't know.
I'm gonna be like,
and the berries.
and the berries.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the berries and pick them.
I think
Okay.
You're just picking them.
Yeah, he doesn't know
check,
shit.
just
Yeah,
I want to tap Erdan as he's picking them and ask him if he can heal me up some.
while they're checking out the berries, I think I'm gonna check out the cloak.
Okay. Are you picking it up?
Yeah,
Is
Okay,
I see
go ahead.
is it Ravon or Ravan?
Ravon.
Ravon. As I see Ravon going up and picking up the cloak, I'm gonna say, hey, why don't you throw it on, see what it does?
Point of interest. Point of clarification. Only I saw the ding on that they're magical.
Yeah.
Okay, just so everybody's
Okay.
aware. Also, Broth, you heal for 10 points of healing.
Sweet. I want to look at Erdan and tell him thank you for that because I needed it, and then hopefully the wound that I have that's all gaping closes.
As he's talking, I'm gonna pop a berry in his mouth and get my journal ready.
And before in response to him telling me to put on the cloak, I think I'm going to use Detect Magic myself.
It pings on the cloak and the berries in Erdan's hand. You
And-
have to identify it, but I'm sending you what the cloak is. So you can't actually do anything with it until you identify it.
And how do
I'm
I go about identifying it? Just investigating?
No, you have to.
No, you need the identify spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or you can just equip it and see what it does.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Ravan and I'm gonna glance over at Broth and I'm gonna say, do you see what happened to the last guy that defied the captain's orders?
I'm gonna flip back a couple
Try on the
pages
cloak.
as you say captain,
I'm gonna.
and I'm gonna be like, it says I'm the captain now.
You would say it says I'm Captain Obvious.
Oh yeah, it says I am Captain Obvious now.
Obviously.
By the
Yes.
way, what happened to the berry getting thrown in my mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, you put one in your mouth? I didn't hear that.
Oh, I shoved
Erdan
it in his
threw one
mouth.
in my mouth.
Your mouth is sealed shut for
Freckles.
3 hours. That means you cannot eat, you cannot talk, and you cannot cast any spells.
Pearl's gonna turn around to Erdan and high
This
five.
is a glue berry.
Can I punch Erdan in the face?
Hold on, I'm curious.
You probably hit the hand, bud.
Yeah, I guarantee you punch me, and I see Froll's hand up, so I'm just gonna like kind of hold my hand up, but with my other hand, I'm gonna tuck my journal away, and I'm gonna try to move Broth's mouth.
Well,
His lips won't open. Once he chews on this berry, it basically just oozes glue out that instantly seals his mouth shut, and it'll be 3 hours before he can eat or cast spells.
Interesting. I'm gonna lower my hand, pull out my journal again, and write, and then draw the berries, and write my what I found out about them.
What do you want me to roll for hitting him?
An attack.
An unarmed strike.
Yeah. I'm not moving. I'm too interested.
He's just staring down at his journal.
Yeah.
Ravon, did you put the cloak on, or are you just holding it?
Yeah, at this point, I think I'm going to be overcome with interest after seeing what happened with the capes. And I'm going to put it on, and since I already have the mage armor on, and see what happens.
As he puts it
what's
on,
your
before
attack,
I see
Rob?
the effect, Pearl's just going to jump back and be like, oh, God.
16 for attack.
You hit me, but it just glances off my metal armor.
I'll look at Ravan and be like, you turned into a slug.
Yeah, my AC is 19.
Ravan, since you put it on, you would know that this is the Cape of 9 Lives. While wearing this cape, a mischievous cat spirit will ward you from death 9 times. Each time you take damage that would drop you to 0 hit points, the cape makes you drop to 1 hit point instead. You are targeted by an effect that would kill you instantaneously without dealing damage. The effect is negated. But here's the catch. Each time the cape saves your life, your appearance and behavior become more feline. Whiskers, cats, ears, nerds to knock things over, etc.
Okay.
Greater restoration or remove curse spell can reverse these changes. The 9th time the cape saves your life, it flies off to an astral plane and you are permanently transformed into an ordinary cat. Your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of a cat. So you are 0, but you retain your alignment, personality, and mental ability scores. Your gear melds into your new form. Only a wish spell or divine intervention can change you back.
Damn.
All right. I think overcome by absolute giddy euphoria over the fact of learning something new, I'm gonna ignore what's going on in my surroundings long enough to write down everything that I just learned about the cape, and the journal that's in my other hand.
Okay, that's cool.
I gotta run up.
Writing it.
I gotta run up to Riven and be like, "So what's it do? What's it do?"
Yeah,
You
if
feel
he's writing
weird?
that down because I don't trust these fucking items that we've been picking up lately.
Oh, I wouldn't trust him either.
I don't know if he's in the same place on your guys' screen, but
Oh,
Froth, this
I
one
wanna
right here.
I wanna look at Froll and go, hey Froll, I do have something for you, and I wanna pull out my bag of hoarding and pull out
But
the sword of sharpness.
all I hear is.
Oh yeah, fuck.
So you just reach in your bag of hoarding and pull out a sword against Froll.
Hilt towards him.
You just fucking pull the sword out of your purse.
So he's pulling the sword out and handing it to me after we just had this confrontation.
Yes. But he can't say anything now.
I think Ravon's done writing in his journal at this point and starting to see his surroundings and noticing there's a super shiny short sword that has now entered the fray.
Okay, on that, Shannon, roll perception for me.
Absolutely. I gotta get back to it.
No, Shannon, you keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
15?
Yeah,
you hear chattering and clicking, and it's getting louder.
Can I roll a history?
And you would remember this. Yeah, go ahead. Roll history. I like that better than just saying. I always forget.
Oh, we got a dirty 20. 13 plus 7.
Yeah, this sounds like the thing you were hiding from.
I'm gonna turn. I'm still in my male form. I'm gonna still probably though say that I'm fucking turning like pasty white. I'm gonna make sure I tell everybody that thing that fucking had me backed in that corner that I was scared of is coming. And in that moment, I'm gonna go ahead and cast invisibility.
Is that just you?
Yep. Oh wait, let me check.
As he says that and talks about the chittering, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's just fucking Graham.
So I can cast this.
As Froll says that, you hear some screaming and see Grim fly through the air over your heads and land in a heap about 50 feet in front of you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, see,
and he just kind of thumps and doesn't move.
Shannon, Graham, Shannon.
I want to run over to Grim.
When you say that, Shannon is gone.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
She has disappeared.
What I was getting ready to say is that the invisibility, I can use it to cast it on other people as well. I don't have to expend an extra spell slot. It's just for every level above second. I can target an additional creature for it, but they have to be willing.
Yeah, and I'm looking around for Shannon, and I'm like, bro, these new guys are fucking weird.
Brock just looks at Froll and he's like, "You're fucking telling me, dude."
So
And I'm about to.
are we still saving the world or what? Like what?
Yes. But we need this lamp here.
Last I knew, I was taking a piss in the bathroom. You guys fucking left me there, and then poof, we're back. At our fucking island, and my friend's fucking dead. And I walk out in the ocean, and then I poof again somewhere else in the fucking ocean. Now I'm hearing another one's fucking dead. This saving the world business has turned out to be some bullshit.
Hearing all this that Froll's saying, without breaking where I'm at and without, really taking an action, I'm just going to start snickering because in my head, all I can think is, man, this guy's got to take a lot of shits.
I do eat primarily seafood.
They're very big
I
schlitz.
really feel like that would make you used to eating them.
Broth, roll investigation since you're going over to Grim.
19.
You notice about a 8-inch hole through the center of his chest.
I'm just gonna go, Froll, get over here.
The center of Grimm's chest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Froll's gonna walk over.
I'm just gonna be like, get over here, dude. You need to see this.
Froll, I'm gonna investigate the hole. And when I do, I'm like digging both hands in, like scooting things around, like, what the fuck caused this?
As you're investigating the hole to see what caused it, you hear some kind of creature scream, and the chittering and chattering stops. I want you all to roll initiative.
Fuck.
And by the way, did you take that sword?
No. I thought you were trying to get me to stab you with it, so I just fucking.
Fair enough. Throw the sword back in the bag of hoarding.
You can try it. You can try it again when you can talk.
Oh yeah, initiative.
Oh wow. 4.
I had a 3.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
I got 7.
We're all dying today.
I too have a natural 20, but mine's with a +3.
Oh, do I have
Who else had a nat 20?
Shannon. It's super appropriate that she likes me so, and we got.
Well, that's 3 nat 20s. So whose dex is highest?
Mine's a +3.
Mine
Let me guess.
+4.
For my roll was 20 + 4.
Well, there's 3 nat 20s. So that means whoever rolls nat 20 goes first. So we got to go by dex to see who goes first.
Wait, there's 3?
Yeah, the bad guy rolled 1 too.
Oh. Fuck,
So
we got 3, 4, 7.
Shannon
20, 20,
got
20.
has a +4. I have a
Shannon will
+3.
go first.
So how many? So there's only one of these things, right?
Roll, you were a 3. Hold on.
I was 4.
Ravan, you were 3.
Yeah.
Roth, you were 7.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, and then you're up first.
Okay. So I guess with me being invisible still, let me check see what this does. Okay, so I'm gonna cast my cantrip True Strike. So you point a finger at a target in range. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, provided the spell hasn't ended.
Okay.
And then my bonus action. How close are we to this thing?
I think Erdan was pretty much at the back of the group, and it's 10 feet behind him.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use Misty Step to teleport behind it.
Okay.
For my bonus action. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Erdan, you are up.
All right. So Erdan feels this hears this voice in the back of his head because he doesn't really remember what he can do, and it whispers to him darkly, and he raises his hand and shoots 2 Eldritch blasts at this guy, or this monster. Make 2 attack rolls to him. Ugh. A 10 and a 9.
They both hit
What?
the ceiling of this tunnel you guys are in and miss.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, there's no way I hit the monster. Jesus.
No, they miss. They just hit the walls because it's kind of a compact area, so
Okay.
there's just flashes of more light.
Should I roll the damage to the walls then, in case there's a cave-in?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because these are pretty hefty. They're a D10 each. Oh, that ain't good. Those are both 9, so 18.
Okay. On that, it is the adult Kruthik's turn. Since you just shot that at it, he is going to take both of his attacks against you.
Perfect.
Ooh.
He is going to take 2 stabs at you. That is a nat 1 and a 2.
Both
so
do
7
not
and
hit.
8.
I'm just like,
Wait a minute. A nat 1?
Yes.
That activates
oh, I didn't realize there was a crit your pants. Yeah, that activates crit your pants. Nice. Good timing.
That is not the right one. This one. Nope. For this guy. Don't make any sense. It looks like they're all the same thing.
I'll be right back, boys.
Okay, he will take triple damage and have disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution-based rolls for 1 round.
Oh, shit. Talk about good timing.
And as this goes off and it looks like something's wrong with this big Kruthik, a smaller one burrows out over to your guys' left. It's about a third the size of the first one. The first one's probably 6 feet tall, 5 feet wide. So this one's a foot tall and half a foot wide. It is also going to attack Melkor. And since it is now...
No, not
by one of
Melkor.
Not Melkor, Erdan,
Oh.
sorry. Since it is by one creature of its own
I was
kind,
gonna
it
say,
now
fuck
has
it, let him
advantage
attack him,
on
though.
its attack roll because it has pack tactics. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
That is 6 damage.
Does it say what kind of damage? Because I do have resistances.
Piercing.
Okay, then 6 damage. You said 6, right?
Yes.
All right.
On that, it is Froll's turn.
Yeah. How far away am I from? You said there's 2 of them now.
Yes.
How far away am I from the big one?
Probably 25 feet, because you were up at the front of the pack. You ran to go check out Graham's body.
Mm-hmm. Let me. Where's everybody else in relation to this thing? Is anybody standing around it that attacked?
Erdon is in front of it.
I'm in the middle of the
Shannon
group.
is behind it, which actually Erdon should have had advantage on his attacks. I didn't even think of that. Not
Okay,
bad.
so that would allow me a sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'm going to sneak attack with the oath bow. And as I knock an arrow, I'm going to say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me," making him my sworn enemy. So, nat 20 plus 3 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus triple
Did
damage.
you do a big or small one?
What's your total damage for the arrow?
Oh, you're going to have to give me a second. I got a lot to roll here.
Oh yeah, because you have a sneak attack too.
It takes max damage on the crit first, and then all your rolls.
Okay, so max damage with him being my enemy is 24 plus 18,
42.
42. It's going to be max.
Now roll.
And then roll. I've got 1d8 plus 3 is 5 plus 3. Anybody want to write these down? 8.
That makes 50.
And then 3d6. That's a 2, a 2, and a 1. That sucks.
55
then,
times 3 is 165 damage. This thing explodes from an arrow.
Yeah. It's like.
And then sneak attack adds 3,
He's dead.
1, and 5.
Did you not just hear? Oh my god!
No, I heard him just fine. I just wanted to put it into perspective.
Plus 3 and 1 and 5 is another 9, so 64. So that makes it 192 damage when its HP is 9. So yeah, it is dead.
And after I take my single shot, after I take that, I'm gonna the end of the bow just
God damn.
blow it off. Bonus action. So nobody's around the smaller one. You said he popped up to the left of us.
Yeah, he tried to attack Erdan but missed.
He tried to attack.
No, the
Erdan.
small one
he
hit.
did hit him.
Yeah.
So he's next to Erdan and had hit him. My bad.
Bonus action. Let me use Master of Tactics, which allows me to use health as a bonus action. And I'm going to turn around to Ravan and tell him to let me know what he needs me to do. And I'm going to move up closer to this small one. And with the help, that'll allow him to roll advantage on his turn. I just added the tell me what you need me to do thing for flavor.
All right.
That's it for me.
Ravan.
All right, so what I would like to first do is express. I'm going to use a spell. I'm going to use the spell, 1 second. Animal Friendship, which unless the beast intelligence is 4 or higher, it falls under my spell. It becomes basically a friend to me.
My help allows you to roll that with advantage too. It allows advantage on next ability check. It takes to perform a task.
If it's above 4, you have to roll, or
if it's above 4, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for the spell's duration.
Now
it rolled a 13.
Wisdom save is 15.
Yeah,
attack
then it
save
fails.
is
Is it an animal though? Because I think it has to be a beast.
It's a
Yeah.
small monstrosity.
Yeah, so it won't. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, monstrosity.
so it wouldn't
No.
work.
Nope.
No.
Then I just wasted that spell. I am going to use my bonus action to. I'm probably about 15, 20 feet away from him.
Yeah, I would say so. Just in a straight line. You guys would
Then
probably have it surrounded now.
I'm gonna use who has the lowest health? I can't remember.
You can't really tell. No one can outright say how much health they have.
Okay.
So far, the only one you've seen hurt would be Grim or Broth.
All right, then I'm gonna use healing word on myself for 1d4 plus 3 hit points. Let's see here. One, so I'm gonna regain 5 hit points and then end my turn.
Okay. Broth accidentally skipped you, so we'll insert you two here. I apologize.
No, the dog decided to yeet my keyboard and mouse across the fucking room, so I had to pick all that shit back up. I'm pretty sure I'm far enough away that I can just knock an arrow back and shoot him. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna do that twice. Nat 20 for the first one.
What's your max damage on the arrow?
That's a longbow, so 8, 12.
Yeah, it's dead.
Woohoo!
This one was just a baby. As it kind of squeaks and dies, you hear a roar and feel a little bit of a rumble underneath your feet. It almost comes out of the tunnel that baby came out of. It's not big enough for any of you to fit in. So there's that.
Then so the whole attacking thing is over, right?
Yes, you guys are out of combat.
Then I would like to have a perception roll to look around and see if there's any like rodents or anything like that anywhere around me.
Okay, go ahead.
1 second, I gotta
While
get
he's
back.
doing that, I want to check on Grim to make sure he's not dead.
I rolled 14.
Go ahead. You don't see any critters around you. You hear very distant scuffling, though.
Then I'd like to investigate that and try to find where the snuffling came from.
So you're gonna wander off by yourself.
Absolutely. My character, that is definitely something he would do.
This never goes wrong.
Never.
Never.
Rivon starts walking down the tunnel towards
I
noises that he heard.
I also have the torch, so you guys just keep that in mind.
Pearl, do I see this light wandering off from us?
Yeah, definitely. This light is the ever bright lantern. It shines a cone for 120 feet of light, and the first 60 feet of that is bright light. The second 60 feet is soft light.
I'm going to knock. Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. I heard that in the stream when he got it. I'm going to knock an arrow and shoot it directly above him and just ping it off the ceiling. Kind of like a warning, like, hey, fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna turn around and tell him that oh wait, he's got to roll for that, huh?
That's a 10 to hit a ceiling.
I'm gonna say you missed the ceiling and it bounces off of Ravan's shoulder.
I do have mage armor on right now.
Wow.
Your armor deflected the arrow. Since you were aiming at the ceiling and you missed, like you just shot low and it bink.
And I think
caught his attention.
So it did catch my attention.
Yeah, you would feel it hit your mage armor.
Ravan, what kind of a character did you make?
I made a draconic sorcerer, and his only drive is, well, his two drives are knowledge and protecting the library that he was that he's in charge of.
Okay, I don't think Kroll wouldn't know that yet until
No.
I would know that you're Dragonborn. So as I see
I'm
the
a
arrow go towards
Ganakshi,
you
by the way.
and kind of ping off. Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to in Elvish. I'm going to say, hey, you need some help? What are you looking for?
I'm going to, in fascination, that he assumed I speak Elvish. I'm going to answer him in, let's say, Draconic, and tell him I'm trying to find someone that'll help us.
Do you speak Elvish, Ravan?
I do not. I speak Abyssal,
Okay.
Celestial. Oh, you're right. I wouldn't know what he's saying. So I would just say in Draconic, excuse me.
I'm going to reply back. And I'm going to start in Draconic and then switch to Orc. The start, I'm going to say, why are you wandering off by yourself? And then Orc, dumbass.
So, not understanding the orc, I'm going to say I heard scuffling, and if I can find an animal, then I can figure out exactly where we're at, what we're doing, and what's around us, because, you know, I'm a druid, guys. It's kind of what I do. And I'm going to say that in common so that everyone can hear me. I'm going to say it loud enough to be heard.
Erdan is going to speak up in Elvish and say, I guess I can speak this language. And it's like normal speech. It's not robot speech.
That's awesome. Who would have known?
I want to look at Froll and tell him in Elvish that, oh, no, we have 3 that can speak it. Well, we need to get our asses moving and get this lamp.
Yeah,
we need to get to Shinnen's medicine check.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Graham.
back with Shannon because I was trying to look at Grim before all this happened too. So I'd say I'd help him check out Grim.
I think my character is just, while you guys are doing you, I'm going to continue walking off.
Medicine check was 27.
Yeah, you would know that he's dead.
Damn.
Was he dead from the throw, or was he dead from me digging through his insides to see what happened?
He was probably dead from that adult-sized Kruthic stabbing him through the chest with his spiky arm.
All right.
And then throwing him.
Bad now. Okay.
I think he was dead somewhere in between flying off of the spike and all the blood that fell out while he was flying.
Oh, wait, I can't say anything. My mouth's glued shut. Fuck.
I'm going to pick him up. And I'm just going to look over to Broth. And I'm going to start walking back out of this hole, knowing that the beach was kind of through the cave directly behind us.
Okay.
Erdan is going to follow.
Shannon?
Yeah, I'm following along.
All right, you guys would catch up to Ravan and already knowing that he said he heard some scuffling and was headed towards it. Roll perception.
All right. There we are.
There, all of you can, or one can with advantage.
I got 19.
Roll another one just in case it's a nat.
All right. 16.
With your 19, the scuffling and chattering that sounds a lot very similar to the last two Kruthiks that came out, starts to get immensely louder.
I think
Sounds like there's a lot more of these coming towards you.
I think at this point I'm gonna realize that there's no animals to help me in this hole, and without I'm gonna mutter under my breath, loud enough for people beside me to hear, that there might be some friends outside, and I'm gonna turn around and go and try and find some animals to help me outside of the cave.
Okay, so you guys go back out the tunnel you came in.
Yeah, the way that we came in.
If I remember right, you basically walked just a little ways from that ogre camp out of the forest, and there was an opening in the ground. So you guys are back up on the edge of the woods.
All right, I am gonna again, I'd like to roll for investigation to try and find some animals at the mouth of the cave.
Would you say, do you have any kind of a plus to your survival?
Survival is at +3.
Because DM, this is up to you, but in the other campaign, we were rolling survival to find animal tracks,
Okay.
animal noises.
That works
Kind
for
of
me
a-
either way.
Okay.
Kind of a
You can
hunting
roll
deal.
that. But as you guys emerge from this cavern or hole in the ground, whatever you want to call it, you hear an extremely loud scream, and I need you all to roll strength saves.
I'm good at those.
I got a 17.
You're good.
I got a 10.
You take 7 damage and are knocked prone.
The fuck?
And that one,
Yep.
you also take 7 damage and are knocked prone.
I got an unnatural 20.
You are good to go.
Fucking
Shannon?
1 on a strength save. Do you have a plus?
I do, but it's still a natural 1.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
As I fall down, can I cast Eyes of the Grave, which tells me if there's any undead within 60 feet around?
Ooh.
Yes.
It's an ogre.
No, you don't see any undead.
Oh,
Perfect.
thank God. Thought they came back.
Can I stand back up?
Yeah, what did Shannon roll? Or is Shannon MIA?
I was just waiting.
What was your
Didn't
strength?
know when you asked me. Nat 20.
Strength save. Oh, you're good. Yeah,
And
you can get back up.
Malurum is with us too. I don't know if you saw that.
Malurum, I need a strength save.
19.
And we'll need one for Bubba number 2 as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
He mutters under his breath. Bruce. No, it's not. Bubba number 2, and he kneels before you. Yes, my liege.
So sorry.
You got an 8.
Yeah,
From
he
an
gets
18.
knocked prone and
18.
takes 7 damage. Oh, 18?
18. Yeah.
Oh, then he is fine. He is still kneeled next to you. Your command, my
Well,
liege.
Well, I see him do this weird shit, and I'm like, man, these new guys are fucking weird. Since
I don't think
didn't
you've
get-
even noticed Bubba number 2 yet.
No, I didn't. I really I haven't noticed anyone. Just kind of here. So since I didn't get knocked down, could I throw a perception to see if I knew like what just happened?
Yeah, go ahead.
I heard a screech, and then a couple people just kind of like flew back.
I think I'd also like to roll perception for that.
Go ahead. Or one of you can roll with advantage.
I don't like giving away stats. We can just roll separate until I get to know his character and what he can do.
All right.
Go ahead.
I got a 6, a natural 6.
I got a 13.
You see a construct that uses sonic energy to grind rock into dust. And it's just walking towards you, and it's what screamed and knocked you guys over.
You said it's walking towards us?
Yeah.
It's a construct that makes what to dust?
It uses sonic energy to grind rock into dust.
Erdan seeing this, does it look robotic?
Yeah, somewhat. But you can tell there's something inside controlling it.
I'm going to sit up, grab my journal, and be like, found the other robot, and close it.
Roll. Yeah. Roll panicked. And the only thing I'm holding is Grim. So I feel like I'm going to like just chuck Grim at it. Like, oh, shit. Fuck.
All right. You throw Grim's body at this Dwergar screamer. Dwergar, I don't know how you say it.
Pearl's like, take him, not me.
It screams again. Everybody needs to do another strength save.
Oh, damn it.
Dirty 20 for Brock.
Pass.
12.
13.
Both pass.
Different dice.
2. 15 for swimming.
Pass.
Another natural 1 with different dice.
Yeah, you take another 7 damage. I don't think you got back up yet, so you're still prone.
Erdan's gonna be like, fuck. Erdan's gonna sit up and cast Eldritch Blast at this thing, because he's kind of pissed.
Okay, on that, roll initiative.
We don't know that it was attacking us.
At 22.
It hit me twice. I don't care. God.
May have been an accident. Initiative.
Erdan is a natural 1 again with another different dice.
Yes. How many can we get in a row?
All of them.
That's not a bad thing, technically.
How long
Yeah.
do we have left?
That's true.
And then I also got an natty 1.
Nice.
Damn.
22 for Broth.
Roll's got a 10.
Ravon.
22.
Malurim.
Malium got a 19. Bubba Dose got a 3.
Bubba Dose.
All right. Roth, you're up first.
Fucking, I'm gonna knock back 2 arrows at it. How far
Okay.
away are we? Actually, I
Are you
should
doing
ask that.
both? Are you doing both in one
About
shot?
45 feet.
No, I'm
If
not
you would
going to
like,
do.
once per turn, a creature that attacks the screamer can target the doer guard trapped inside it. The attacker has disadvantage on the attack roll. On a hit, that attack will deal an extra 11 damage to the screamer, but it can be responded to by a multi-attack from the screamer.
Question: did my Eldritch Blast go off before initiative roll?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Go ahead, rewind.
Yeah, they did. So
Okay.
you'd have to just roll to see if they hit.
Cool. Nope. Natural 1 and a 5.
Shut
They
the fuck
both
up.
miss. They just kind of comet off into the sky and
Erdan thinks he's shooting at it, but he's really just laying flat on his back,
Yeah.
shooting straight up.
Oh shit. What comes up must come down.
Okay. Now would Broth know that though?
probably not. So
I'm just gonna roll my shots at it. If you choose that on one of them it hits, how about that? Since none of us know that, and I'm pretty sure one of the ways you would only be able to tell is by getting like up close to it.
yeah, you just see this giant machine grinding rocks up, screaming at you.
Yeah. So, all right, first arrow. An 8's not gonna hit, or 10
misses.
Okay. Next arrow. 18.
That hits.
Okay. And that's, I think, this one. Let me see. Yep. Ew, that's trash. That is 5 for hit. And then for a bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind to gain some hit points back.
You have to be at 1 HP for that, don't you?
Once for short rest, you can use a bonus action to gain 1d10 plus 5.
Oh, cool. So you go right ahead.
And that is 15. I will take that. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Ravon.
You said that this thing was 45 feet away, right?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna start running. I'm gonna run 15 feet towards them, so I'm 30 feet away from them. And then I'm gonna use my cantrip infestation to cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear on the creature, dealing poison damage and moving him in a direction after I roll. Oh, it's 2d6 damage. So let's see here. I have a 5 for damage.
He's going to take 3.
And then I am going to, I think a bonus action was Misty Step. I'm going to use Misty Step to get back to the group.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. And then I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Now you're in. Now it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to see what Bubba number 2 is made of here. Bubba, I want you to go after this motherfucker.
I forgot to move him. Oh, well.
Says, yes, my liege. And he pulls out a rapier in one hand and a short sword in the other and readies himself to attack.
Shit, I don't have this sheet up.
Go ahead and take your turn on. I'll get his sheet ready.
Can we say this guy looks like green plastic, like a toy soldier?
He's the same race as Malurim, Simic hybrid.
It is the deck of many things I have, right?
It is the deck of many things and the deck of many fates. Where'd he go?
All right, so while he's getting ready, I am going to let's see. You know what? I had good luck with this ice knife before. I'm going to cast ice knife at this creature. And
All right, go ahead.
This goes. This goes. Ooh. There's a. All right. I think here. Eight. 8 hit.
Yeah, that misses. Your ice
This
knife just
mother-
kind of shoots off following Erdan's Eldritch Blast.
All right, Bubba number 2. Let's see what you're made of. Go after this, dudes.
All right, on that, it is Froll's turn.
So, how far away am I?
Like I said, about
Roughly
45 feet.
45 feet. Would I notice any kind of like weak spots
Roll
in this thing?
perception.
I know you said there was a thing inside of it, but 15.
Yeah, I'd say as this thing is stomping its way towards you guys, you would see, judging by the picture I've got here, it looks like the lid kind of bounces open, and every time it bounces open, you see like a little dwarf-ish thing inside of there that you think maybe you could get a shot at if you focused.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and time that out.
Okay, you can roll an attack against it, but you have disadvantage on the attack roll. But on a hit, the attack deals an extra 11 damage.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not using the oath, spirit of the oath bow. I'm just gonna take a shot with it.
Okay.
Ooh, 15.
That just hits. So roll your damage and add 11 to it.
That's 19 total.
He responds with a scream. You need a saving throw, and does an 11 hit.
11 misses.
Strength save.
That's a 19 plus 2, 21.
You're fine.
Do we all have to do the strength save or just him?
Yeah, you would all have to do the strength save for that scream.
Yeah. I didn't think about that either.
18 for Broth.
Oh God. 2 for Rivon.
You are knocked prone and take 7 damage.
You won't believe this.
I swear to God, if you say it.
It's another
Not
natural
20.
one.
Yeah, you're knocked prone and take 7 more damage. You're still knocked prone, so you're just taking 7 damage.
All right, I'm ordering you some dice.
These
I
are,
just got to send the ones
they're
out.
all different dice. I've rolled a different dice every time.
What the?
Well, see, that's your problem. See, your probability is getting worse using different dice.
I guess so.
Use the one Anthony bought you and stick with him.
It also rolled a natural one. That was the first one I rolled.
Try again.
Love my so much.
Let's. Did everybody roll?
Shannon, did you roll?
Yeah, mine was a 15.
You pass. Mallory,
I got a 4.
you are knocked prone and you take 7 damage. Bubba, number 2 passes.
All good.
Yep. Now you can finish off your turn.
On bonus, let's do the Master of Tactics again. Would I know, based on past fights, who else typically attacks with a bow or a crossbow?
Of the people that you know in the party, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one you know in the party still is Brock. And Mallory.
Let me go kneel down in front of Malurem so that he can use my shoulder as a prop. I'm using Master of Tactics to use help to aid an ally in their attack.
Okay.
That's
on his next turn, he has advantage or what?
Yeah. It gives him advantage on attack rolls or skill checks.
What's up?
If he does something that requires a skill check. And that's going to be my turn. Movement was just to move in front of him.
It is the Screamer's turn. He is going to move 20 feet closer to you guys and emit another scream. I need the strength save.
From everyone, is this like a cone attack or is it?
Yeah, 15-foot cube.
17 for Bros.
Pass.
18 for Froll.
Pass.
Slightly better, a 2 plus 3.
Another 7 damage.
Damage.
I can't make this shit up, guys.
I hope you're not.
I got another 3, buddies.
That'd be a shitty
Yeah, you take another 7 damage.
Malurem got a 14. Bubba got
Hey,
a 10.
Now you know how
Bubba
Broth
takes
felt when he
7
got
damage
stuck
and
in
is
the
knocked
net.
prone.
Oh, mother.
No. Or Dan doesn't know how Broth felt until this happens for the next month.
That was Broth's bad rolling, all right?
It was like
Dude.
4 episodes in a row.
Oh my god. I'm having flashbacks of that.
Shannon,
15.
you pass. No one is close enough for a drill attack, so it is now Bubba's turn. He stands up and brushes himself off from this scream, and he is gonna run in and do 2-weapon fighting, and he's gonna take a swing with his rapier and his scimitar at this giant thing. He has the feat, so he can use both of these, one in each hand. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see what he can do. So everyone can see his rolls. Except for me, that's 13. That misses. And that's a nat 1 for a 4. That misses too.
If you're rolling on Beyond, I don't think it shows the DM's rolls to everybody.
Yeah, we can see it.
Does.
It has its own.
He looks at Malurem and says, "For you, my liege," and he jumps and swings with the first sword and misses, and swings with the second sword and misses, and kind of just rolls over him and lands on his feet. Apologies, my liege, and he kneels.
Yeah, again, Froll's glancing over at Broth, and he's like, "Man, these new guys are fucking weird."
After
Rolling
that,
back and just kind of nodding like.
So now Shannon's turn.
It's all right, Bubba.
Shannon would like to go ahead and cast Chill Touch, which has a range of 120 feet. So that would be.
I'm not going to ask, but I really, really want to.
It creates a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. And then I make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the Chill of the Grave. On hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target.
I did it last week on one of the ogres.
True.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you have to touch it or not, but I decided not to, as I remembered last time.
And that does 2d8 damage because we're at 5th level. So let's roll the hit. Oh, that's beautiful. Nat 20 to hit.
Damn.
So that's 2d8s.
Yeah, so 16 and then
you see the light in this screamer just kind of leave, and it starts creaking and just kind of slumps and is now dead. I don't really know how this construct would die per se, but it's just a shell of what was there. You can tell whatever animated it has left the building.
I kind of like it just drop like a sack of potatoes.
Pretty much, yeah, but it's still kind of stacked up almost like a broken silo.
How big is the cockpit of this thing?
Medium sized, so not huge, but
Yeah, for all like a Tonka truck, I'm gonna go up in there and like squeeze my feet in and see if I can't drive this fucking cool thing.
as you lift the lid up, you see a dwarf inside of there that looks like it's possessed by something.
I'm throwing him out.
I think I'm gonna go up after he throws the dwarf out and investigate the dwarf and try and see what kind of magic or spell or whatever animated this dwarf, or what's wrong with this dwarf.
I think it's just part of what they are. It's a Duergar.
Okay, then I'm gonna just check out the dwarf because I like knowing things.
Can I check out the dead body? It looks like at one point it was a typical dwarf, but they must have got into who knows what, and it made them turn into these creatures.
I'm gonna
see if I can find some background on them.
Can I roll investigation on the new robot that someone was looking for? Or that someone was talking about, aka this machinery.
Yeah, go ahead.
As Erdan's walking up, I'm like, hey, guy down there. This is my new ship. Froll's just sitting here like
the head of it is basically around your waist, and you're got these little joysticks you're trying to maneuver this with, and
trying to see if I can figure out
finally a good roll.
Where I start this thing.
That is a natural 20 plus 3.
Yeah, you get pretty familiar with this machine. You don't know if you could get it running again because you don't have the knowledge of that dwarf, but it looks like a pretty high quality mining machine. You think that these dwarfs must have in a mining clan somewhere, and it just used these to move massive amounts of rock and whatnot all at once.
Can
Is there anything that I could lift from the... I guess I want to... Whatever made the sonic sound, I want to rip it out, like the speaker or something.
Yeah, I'd say you find it and would be able to crush it or pull it out of there so it can't do it again.
Perfect. I'm just going to rip it out. Because that's
All
the
right.
motherfucker that kept hurting me.
Now, you said this thing crushed rocks.
Yes.
Can I
I'm
investigate
picturing it
it?
like putting them in its mouth and then just shitting out dust or spitting out back out dust so they're out of the way and these dwarfs could just keep mining.
And I'm going to heal myself because I am hurting.
Do I get anything from just like pushing random buttons and shit in this thing?
No, like I said, it seemed like the light or the magic that animated it with the help of that dwarf has left. It just kind of crumples down.
Damn it.
14.
But I saw, hang on, I saw, what's his, I saw, Ravon with something that was pretty bright. I'm going to be like, Ravon, light this thing.
I'm gonna walk over to him and I'm gonna light it up and try and see what he wants to show me.
It lost its light. I think it needs a new light.
Oh, if that's the case, then I think I'd like to use a spell instead. Let's see here. I'm gonna use Druidcraft to. Oh no, not Druidcraft. The one that I want is. I thought I had a spell to make a bonfire or something to like start. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use Druidcraft to try and light. If there's anything that can be lit inside of there with any fire or anything, I'm gonna try to light it. Like as far as the core, whatever is powering it.
With Froll standing in it, I don't think you'd be able to see anything. He kind of fills it out.
Okay, then I'm gonna tell him to move.
Be like, okay, but just know that this is my ship.
Like, all right, you want me to light something? I can't light it if you're in the way.
And Froll's gonna hop up and just kind of jump off of this thing, and I picture when I jump off, I probably land on Grim. I threw him at the machine before.
Oh, that's true.
I'm
Be
going.
like, oh, shit,
I'm gonna ask
Grim.
clarification as to what he needed lit.
And I'm looking around at the other guys, trying to sound impressive, and I'm gonna be like the Google Noggle down there. It was lit up before, and now it's not.
I'm going to cast light at it.
It needs to be lit.
Wherever he's pointing, I'm going to cast light. And it's literally just light.
There's light all over the place now. You guys start hearing rustling coming through the trees, and it sounds like other machines
Oh shit!
clanking in the distance. You guys keep flashing this ever bright light that goes for 120 feet. It's basically just like a spotlight flashing through the air.
I'm gonna pick up Grim and take off running to the beach.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast in a general direction. It can go up to 240 feet.
I'm gonna put away my lamp.
I think we're drawing attention to ourselves, guys.
As you put it away, the machine is still bright white.
Yeah, because I have light on it.
Yeah, but
I
feel like 120 feet is a bit much.
Yeah, Froll, I'm gonna pick up Grim on one arm, and I'm gonna pick up this Frogger on the other arm, and just take off like ah.
I'm gonna run after him.
Yeah, I'm shooting Eldritch Blast behind me, or actually in the general direction, and following them afterwards.
Roll survival with disadvantage to see if you can find the path that you guys walked in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get down there.
Oh
Oh yeah, +0. Let's get 2.
Yeah, you just take off running into the woods.
Ooh,
You run for
Is everybody following me?
Yeah.
Fuck
about
no.
30 seconds, and
yeah, we are.
I'd say you're probably looking back to see who's following you. You'd see Ravon. Who else is running after them? You'd hear Dawn stopping. Malurim and Bubba too. Shin and Broth, are you guys following in suit?
Yeah, Shinnon's following for sure.
Broth?
I'm just standing there still in awe that just
Roth, I think we should stay here.
I'm gonna look at Malurim and just be like, Malurim, or I can't even say anything to him. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna look around and say, I think we need to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Remember, 3 hours in the campaign could carry over to next week.
I love it.
I'm gonna start walking back towards the castle that I need to know. I'm like, oh god, what am I gonna do? Hold on, I think I got an idea.
I'll be right back in.
I'm gonna like look at Malurim and tell him to stay
I-
here, and I'm gonna go run 30 feet away, like way away.
Bubba and I are gonna stay here. Just
In the opposite direction?
No, towards the castle. Oh no. I'm just gonna stand there with Malurim with my
Froll,
fingers.
Erdan, Ravon, and Shinnon are running into the woods.
Yeah.
You,
Once I
Malurim, and Bubba are standing here.
Yeah, I would
Where
picture the
you
path
just
goes
killed that
right,
thing.
and Froll immediately just took off running left. Gotta be this way, guys.
fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
once I get to the woods, could I roll survival to try and find any animals?
Yeah, I'd give it just a second though, because I need to figure out where Broth and Malurim and Bubba are going to be if they're not following the party, and then we're probably going to take our break.
Dope.
I'm just gonna look at Malurim because I can't say anything. I'm just gonna look at him and have my hands up for a minute like this.
I'm just gonna shake my head like, yeah, I don't know.
Bubba's going to be like, "Your command, my liege," and as he says that, with Froll not really looking around, just kind of panicked running after this 30 seconds or so, he runs smack into the side of a shack and falls over. And on that, we'll take our break.
Did my Eldritch Blast hit anything?
No.
Okay.
Did you roll an attack?
No. I was
Yeah,
shooting
no.
blindly,
I
so
was say, yeah, I don't know if you would know either
Nope.
way, really. Right?
nope. I was just curious. All right.
Bro.
With that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Hang around. And we are back.
Back in black.
Where were we at? So I had Graham.
You just ran into the side of a shack. You had Graham on one shoulder and the Wergar, I think, on the other shoulder.
Yeah.
Ran into the building.
Yeah, and I'm like Jack Sparrow, just running.
I figure you're
Oh.
running through the woods, you're not paying attention, and you just boom right into the side of this building and fall over. I think Malyarim's pretty close behind you, and Broth and Ravon. I think Erdon were still over by the body.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we
me
were
and
on our way
Malyarim.
through the woods.
Malyarim
The
didn't follow
machine.
him.
I can't remember who stayed where.
Me and
Malyarim-
Malyarim stayed on the beach while the other one started running, and I was gonna just kind of look at Malyarim and kind of point and be like, and start walking that way slowly to catch up
You
with
guys
them.
weren't on the beach. You were on the tree line where you went in
Yeah,
that
That's right.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up in
Yeah.
the cave.
And Froll took off running to the left into the woods. And some people followed Froll and some people stayed there. I know
I
Broth
ran in-
and Malyarim stayed, so
I
feel
ran to
like
get
it's-
into the woods.
I feel like as soon as Froll smacked the side of this building, I'm gonna be like, well, it's not the beach, but it's close enough, and I'm gonna pick them both up again, like underarm, and start looking around this thing for a door.
roll investigation. We don't need very high.
11. I believe.
You find the door frame. There's not a door in it. It's open. There's walls. There's not much inside. It's remnants of a building that once was, but it's shelter.
I'm gonna slowly stick like 1 foot in the door, like
That's what I was saying. I'm like, out of character, it's a mimic.
like just in case. I'm just slowly putting 1 foot in the doorway.
Nothing happens.
I like that we had the same thought. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be like, guys, in here. And I'm gonna plop the 2 dead bodies down next to each other.
Okay.
I assume at this point, the ones of us behind him are catching up to him.
Yeah. You guys probably saw him smack into the building. You
So
left
I-
at the same time.
I think I'm gonna stop and try to roll survival again to try and find some animals.
Okay. Go ahead.
I gotta get back to it. I was not prepared. That's my B.
This reminds me of Chris's character in Eldrima
Fuck
when
off.
we started.
All right, I got 20.
You don't find any animals.
Damn.
I mean, it's pretty kind of woodsy, but it's still pretty dark and barren and scary, like it's been on this island.
All right. Then I'm gonna just walk up to the shack with the other 2.
Can I search that Drager's body?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if it's got clothes on or anything. I'm just trying to kind of pat it down and
I think he had like a robe on and basic shirt and pants.
16 flat.
So you find a rustic dagger, nothing special, and like a necklace that's like a gold pendant, looks like a family seal or something on it. Really, that green oxidized, like it hasn't been cleaned in
Mm-hmm.
a long time.
I'm going to pocket both of those. You guys can go ahead. I'm going to be a minute.
I'm gonna walk inside and see what's up with the building.
like I said, just a pretty beaten down old shack. Somebody left here who knows how long ago. But for now, it's somewhere to relax and chill out.
I recommend we take a break to those who are with me and go get the others.
Don, where are you?
Or I recommend we go get the others, not that we go and get them.
Erdan is gonna just walk in behind him and set out a couple incense, a couple like little stacks of incense, and give the last rites of Grim. Seeing as he was carried first, he seemed to be part of the crew, and I want to give him a good, I guess, goodbye for the crew. So I'm gonna get his body, wash down his body, and put a couple. I do have gold.
I
Put a
would
couple
say seeing you this,
coins on his eyes.
Froll would. Yeah, I would say seeing this, Froll would probably walk up and put coins on his eyes. Being somebody that I knew, and seeing you wash the body.
All right. Since you guys got figured out what you're gonna do, we'll go to Broth and
real quick
Malyarin and
before we
Bubba
switch over,
in the field.
I'm gonna note that necklace is just a weathered gold necklace.
Okay. It's fine.
So, like I said, I just kind of point and just kind of and start walking that way. Because I'm pretty sure they made a trail through the forest wherever they were running. There's broken branches and that.
Yeah,
probably
you would
got
have saw where they went.
Yeah. So just kind of start heading that way.
We're gonna follow.
Yeah, Froll was definitely not being light-footed, so I wouldn't say it'd be too hard to follow along.
Yeah.
All right,
So
bro.
you find the shack that they're hiding in fairly easy.
Oh boy.
Froll's gonna look around to the party and tell everyone, I know it's dark, but let's not cast any kind of lights.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mouse got your tongue?
I'm just gonna look at Broth or Roll and flip him off and just be like, mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hand Broth a piece of paper and one of my extra quills so he can write down what he's trying to convey.
I'm gonna look at Broth and be like, man, if you're not a moron, just tell everybody.
I'm gonna write down that whatever berry fucking Erdan threw in my mouth, like sealed my mouth or something, so I can't talk.
Froll's
and
gonna
fuck
grab the
you,
paper
Froll.
and Froll's gonna grab the paper and read it out loud. I'm an idiot, and fuck you, Froll. I don't know, and I'm crumbling it up and tossing it over my shoulder.
I'm just sitting there flipping Froll off and just being, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I read it. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Erdan is going to pull out another one of the berries and offer it to Froll.
Froll's gonna go,
I think I'm gonna go inspect the crumpled piece of paper.
I'm gonna stick it in one of my pants pockets.
Okay. You now have one of those berries. Rivon, roll investigation to pick up the paper. Like, you'll need like a 5.
So that's a glue-berry?
Yes.
I got 10.
I don't think you'd know what it is yet.
Okay.
Yeah. You read the paper. It says, whatever berry.
I'm gonna read it out loud to the party.
Sealed my mouth shut. And now everyone knows what those berries do. So, yeah.
Yeah. As he reads it out, I'm going to be like, yeah, that's literally what I just told everyone. You clearly don't speak common.
I'm gonna look at him and
Dumbass.
tell him I don't have time for common. I'm on a more intellectual path.
Mhm.
Froll,
Mm.
Froll and Thieves' Cant, which I assume is more of just whispers. He's going to say, yeah, I bet you are intellectual.
Okay.
Would
Like-
I have heard this?
Whispering.
Everybody's like, this guy's fucking creepy.
Mhm.
I don't know who
Mhm.
this captain is, but he's fucking scary.
I'm gonna go find a spot to like lay down.
I'd say
That's what I'm
at
gonna
this
do.
point, since you've done the funeral and you fought some people and you had to run through the tunnels, it's probably been about 3 hours. And your mouth would finally unseal and you'd be able to talk and start sharing with the group. Broth.
Fuck you, Furl.
Froll's just meditating in the corner.
Can I roll stealth?
I mean, you guys are in like a
Bear in mind,
8x8
we're in like
little
a
busted down
tiny little
shack.
shack.
Nothing
go
else
ahead.
in it, but you guys go ahead. I mean, yeah, sure. You're gonna hide behind one of the other guys.
Gonna hide
Oh.
behind me.
Since
That's
we've
a
been
18.
You're pretty sure you're hidden since he's
Nice.
meditating.
Since I still have that quill and ink on it, can I go over and draw? I want to use sleight of hand and draw a big dick on his forehead.
since we've
Roll
been a
sleight of hand.
since we've been at the same location for like 3 hours, would that be like a short
I
rest?
was
or do
gonna
we have
say
to
you
take
guys
a
can
rest?
take a short rest.
Dope.
That's a 17, by the way.
You don't have to have your eyes closed when you meditate, right?
Technically, I do, but I still know my surroundings. And feeling something writing on my head, I'm just gonna let him fucking write like this stupid fucker.
All right. Roll performance, bro. See if it's a good
It's
one or a bad
glorious.
one.
15?
Yeah, I'd say it's a big girthy one. Got the main vein and everything, so that's now painted on or drawn on Troll's forehead.
Which means like
So
he's
if he's
dick
trying to
now.
like, I'm gonna say until you wash this off, if you're like trying to make a deal or intimidate someone, you're gonna have disadvantage because you
That's
have a
fine.
dick on your forehead.
That's fine.
All right.
Kind of
Yeah.
a dickhead, anyways.
I mean, like he's the dickhead now.
As
And
he's
I walk
laughing,
away.
and walking away, I'm just making a mental note.
And Erdan is making a physical note of this.
Shannon, what are you doing?
His not dick face.
Here's the fact I'm also very
Watching
intrigued
all of
by.
this.
Yeah, I just met these guys. And from how I can tell, apparently so did Froll. So I'm just gonna kind of look around a little bit and kind of walk up to Froll real quietly and be like, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and I'm gonna be like, so you seem to have a bit of clout Are you the leader?
I'm gonna speak up. Like, I am Captain Obvious.
I'm gonna
Pearl's
kind of
meditating. He doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna get a real kind of like flat face for a second, look over at Erdan and be like, "Oh, okay. So if you're the captain, what are we doing here exactly? I mean, I kind of
Now-
just joined up with you guys and started following you around. I haven't really no clue what's going on."
I'm gonna
You guys
speak up
haven't
and say
formally
third.
talked. I would say that you need to roll to see if you think his name actually is obvious.
Yeah,
no,
you
we've talked.
never
I
really.
am Captain Obvious.
We've talked.
I
We
don't-
just never got to.
You guys have
formally
talked,
introduced.
but none of you really introduced yourselves. You were kind of just sitting in a hole, and Erdan got in there with you to help comfort you because you were scared and crying. You never introduced yourselves. You guys haven't said your names except in conversation between each other. So, roll an intelligence check to see if you think his name is Captain Obvious.
Oh, okay.
From listening to it today,
Hold on
you
a second. I gotta
didn't.
get that. Okay, so intelligence check, that would be an 18.
I think that you probably put it together because you heard someone. Well, you probably would have heard someone say his name.
I was going to
At
say,
some
I know
point.
I said his name. I think it was from me hearing someone else say his name.
So thinking about it though, and realizing that I've only heard it in passing, I'm still going to call him Captain Obvious because I just feel like that's the polite thing because he doesn't seem to be mind being called it. And then I'm going to kind of just real bashfully be like, all right, so my name's Shannon. And yeah, that's it. Just official introductions.
Can I draw?
Go
Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right, then I think I would, as knowing that he's another scholar from seeing the mage armor that he donned earlier, I would like to introduce myself as a scholar, as Ravon, and ask him what is his pursuit of knowledge.
And Frol's just kind of taking mental note while everybody's talking here.
Is Shannon still in male form, or does it have a time limit?
I think it's only for like an hour, but let me double
So
check.
you're a female again.
Yeah, let me just double check that real quick to be safe.
What race are you?
1 hour concentration.
Oh, so you would have lost
Or
it when
not
you cast
concentration,
invisibility.
It's a 1 hour duration. It's a 1 hour duration, not concentration. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be done with. Then.
Yeah, and my race is an Azamar.
Oh,
Not
okay.
sure I'm saying
Gotcha.
that correct.
Azamar, is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Troll, are you introducing yourself?
I'm finishing the full 4 hours of meditation as long as everybody stays here.
I guess Bruce, aka Bubba number 2, is like, my name is Bruce. They call me Bubba number 2. He kneels. I serve this man, Lord Malurim.
I'm gonna be like, why?
I don't know. I appeared here, and everything in my soul tells me I belong to this man, and I must serve him and protect him.
Erdan writes down some notes. Anyone looking or trying to peek, basically it says Bubba is a slave. Not sure if good. and Erdan's gonna, kind of just he's still just sitting there because he's also resting, but he can talk and see and hear normally while he's doing his long rest. And
Bubba number 2 says, "Can you tell me where we are?"
We are in a shack.
All right, I should have expected that. Thank you.
You are very welcome. I am Captain Obvious.
Thank you, Captain
Though,
Obvious.
Thank you,
someone,
Captain Obvious.
You're very welcome. Someone once called me Erdan, but for some reason, I do not remember anything before something disappearing from my hand. So I guess...
What disappeared from your hand?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Then how do you know it disappeared?
I saw ash.
Oh, that was out of
Anyone
character.
else have ash in their hand?
Do I still have ash in my fingers from it burning up? Probably
I think it would
not.
have been
Yeah.
passed by now, but Nalurim would have had ash after his card disappeared too. Burst into a flame. Would
I
you?
wouldn't have any ash, would I?
Oh yeah, you would have
Yeah,
too.
you would.
You would if you had a card, yeah.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
do the card when after it activates, it disappears in a burst of flame, just because the card can't be drawn again.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of just sit there and look around, and kind of just making mental notes about everything everyone's saying, so I can write it in my journal later.
Bubba says, "All right." And he just sits down and joins you guys resting.
That's pretty much what I'm doing, is taking a chill after this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and sit next to Bubba.
So how do we go about taking a long rest?
You sleep.
Okay.
What?
It's just a short rest right now. So I think you actually have to roll what you're going to get back for health.
Okay, I was gonna ask how we do that, so that's dope.
Yeah, so if you hit short rest,
characters like Ganassi, I think you have to have the full 8 hours.
When I say short rest, when I click on short rest, this is what I get. I'm not as good at. There we go. Boom. Because it says I can roll for Druid and Sorcerer and recover, but I just don't know how to go about that.
Yeah, so since you multi-classed, it's weird. So you have your Druid hit dice and you have your Sorcerer hit dice, right? So you can, the check boxes on your screen, right? Those are the number of dice you can roll to heal yourself. And then you don't get those back until after long rests.
Yeah, and remember, you can take multiple short rests as well.
Yep.
So if you don't, say you have a total of 5 you can use, if you don't need all 5, don't roll all those.
Okay.
And then if you have an opportunity to take another short rest, then you can potentially heal again.
Sweet. So let's see what health I get back then.
And if they're marking a short, I'm going to go ahead and mark along the...
A short rest is 1 hour.
Oh, I thought you guys said we were staying here for a while.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he said since he ate the berry, it's been 3 hours.
You guys can stay at the shack for an hour.
Say
a couple
Fro's
hours,
meditating,
we'll
so depending on what you guys are doing.
Is anybody going to try and watch to see if anything's coming or anything?
Yeah, I'm actually
I
going
will.
to sit in the doorway, facing out.
Okay, roll perception.
And Erdan, you can sit in your sentry form, right?
Yep.
And he's fully aware, if I'm not mistaken.
15 plus 4. Yes, I am fully aware.
You don't see anything. It's clear for the first 2 hours.
Perfect.
Roll perception again.
14 plus 4 for an 18.
Clear again for another hour. Roll one more perception.
Ah, not bad. 13 plus 3 for... Or, I'm sorry, 13 plus 4 for 17. One down each time.
All right. Yeah, you're cleared for 6 hours, so I'd say you guys can all get a good 4-hour short rest in. Collect your heads, think about the things that have happened, kind of collect yourselves together and regroup, come up with a plan and whatnot.
So you said were you rested for 6 hours?
Yeah, it rolled each time and it went 2, 1, and 3. So.
Perfect. That means I do get a long rest. I'm double checking. Yeah, 6 hours.
I'm assuming Grim's body's just kind of still sitting here. I know Erdan said he cleaned it, and we put the coins on his eyes. Bro, I'm going to pull out of my pack, out of my spare clothing, just a shirt, and I'm going to lay it over the top of him. I'm going to plan to just leave him here in the hut.
All right, I'd say him being a gnome, your shirt probably covers his whole body like a tarp would.
Yeah.
Or
Knowing
sheet.
that Bra said that we're in a hurry, I don't think we really have time to dig a hole or search for the beach.
All right, so everyone rolled their short rest, got their health back and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys gonna stay here, pack up, and try and find somewhere else?
I'm gonna look at Froll and go, are we gonna head to this tower and kill and loot things?
I'm gonna look at Erdan. I'm gonna say, Erdan, you like gold?
Erdan kind of just looks up. I don't know. I don't remember.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. On our way.
So I guess we start heading towards the towers, the buildings. Yes. Try and find our way that way.
I guess Froll is. I don't know. I didn't really ask. I'm walking again.
Yeah, you guys start
Fucking I'm going.
walking through the woods. Roll survival to see if you can find a track, some tracks or anything, or a path, maybe somewhere frequently.
All of us
through
or
by-
just one of us?
I feel like I would look towards the cleric for that.
For what? Survival?
Yeah, trying to find the path as to where we're going to be heading, knowing that he's big with nature.
You mean druid?
Druid, yeah.
I was gonna say that. I don't know much.
Don't fucking ask me.
I don't remember shit.
Dan's like,
I just
yep,
keep
we're
y'all from
here.
dying. I don't know. Yeah.
We are on an island.
Not bad.
I'm gonna be like, hey, Druid, what'd you say your name was?
My name's Ravon, man.
Ravon? Yeah, Ravon. Path to where we were. And Froll just automatically points to the left. This way?
Well, I could tell you where we're going, but honestly, I don't really know what our goal here is. I was just told I'd learn something.
We're going to the towers over there.
Oh, the towers? Is that where you want me to take you?
Yeah, we want to go there.
Well, I guess I can probably get us there. I think, so would I have to roll to try and find a path?
Yeah, roll survival with advantage since you have help. You guys are all kind of looking for it, imagine.
Alright. So I got a 22 with
Damn.
advantage.
Yeah, I'd say you takes about 10 minutes, but you find looks like a heavily walked path. Has cart tracks, footpath. The brush has well been cleared for a while. You would think this is the way to get towards that tower.
I'm gonna point out my findings and tell them, let the party know what I've discovered.
Let's go that way.
Yeah, Froll kind of mulling it over. I'm gonna just reach my hand down low to the ground, and I'm gonna go caramelized shrimp.
Fuck off.
And as it shoots out, I'm gonna hold them in one hand, just pop them in my mouth.
Did we leave Grim in the shed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Covered him up. Yep.
Because now I'm curious if the curse still holds in his dead form.
We may never know.
You may Who knows? From somewhere way off in the distance, you hear pa-thunk, pa-thunk. Yeah, Froll's standing here chewing on his candied shrimps and digging them out of his teeth, and he gets this way.
Likely, yeah. Let me see if I can't find any animals again, see if they know anything. Oddly enough, there seem to not be very many animals on this island.
Maybe it's because of the machines.
We go, thank you, Captain Obvious.
You are still welcome.
Somebody doesn't understand sarcasm.
I roll a
What
natural
is
9.
sarcasm?
Oh, he's a pretty cool guy. We used to play cards on Thursdays.
Noted.
I only hope we run into somebody named Sarcasm
I
now.
You know,
A
Froll.
mention of cards give
There he
anyone
is.
a shiver or a shudder.
Yeah, I do, and
Froll didn't
reach
because I
to
have
my
no idea what the
pocket
fuck
and hold
happened
them.
with cards.
You just hold them.
And go, hey, Froll, want to draw a card?
I do.
Froll, I'm gonna
No,
pull out.
Erdan.
Not remembering what happened last time.
Erdan, no.
You're drawing a
don't
card or done?
Captain
If he-
Obvious, don't do it.
only
I'm
if
gonna
they're
pull
hold-
out my
pulled them
playing
out
cards.
yet.
Absolutely
I
should.
haven't pulled them out yet.
Yeah, so if he hasn't pulled them out, then I can't pull them out.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything about his cards, so I'm just gonna reach into my pocket and pull out my playing cards and pull one out and go. Like I don't fucking get it. Like,
Do you
those
want to
guys
pull
are
a card
fucking
out of
weird.
my deck?
I'll let him know that the cards are quite fascinating and they helped me out. They helped find my way.
Could give you a bubba.
I'm hearing these guys only speak positive things about the cards.
Well, that's all I've seen.
Pearl's gonna be like, he got an idiot, and this guy got some help.
Yep.
Although
Bubba, number two, kind of scoffs at you.
It's okay, Bubba. He didn't mean it.
Pearl's like, yeah,
Yes,
it's
my
kind of
liege,
humid out
we
here. I
nails.
know. I'm gonna clear my throat and bro, what are these cards, man? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna slide them. I'm gonna pull them out, and I'm gonna pop it open, and I'm gonna go draw a card. But one
The
card.
cards are out. Erdan, are you drawing a card?
Hearing what Ravon said, it does pique my natural curiosity. So I would probably want to choose a card.
And I tell Erdan no.
I tell him
deny
what
I
is more
deny
important
him
than knowledge.
And
to
Pearl's
drawing
like,
a
oh,
card.
so Erdan can't have one, but I can?
Erdan already drew a card.
No,
I'll
I
throw
didn't.
insight.
Fine, draw one then.
I draw a card.
I'm still throwing insight.
Oh,
Wow.
you got the mask card. Your appearance is irrevocably changed at the DM's discretion.
Fucking awesome.
You shouldn't draw any more cards.
The voice in the sky
Now he really
is
doesn't
like,
know
well, yeah, buddy. I just wanted a 6 foot tall duck. So Erdon is now a 6 foot tall white duck.
So,
is it his appearance
does it say that any of my stats change or anything?
Now it does.
No, it just says your appearance.
Okay, cool.
Is irrevocably changed. So everything else is still the same. You're just a duck.
Yeah, and to me, nothing has changed. Because that's about my same height already. So I'm like, what happened?
Pearl standing here with a huge wiener on his forehead, laughing at Erdan like, God, you look ridiculous.
I attempt to speak with animal message to him. Obviously, it wouldn't work because I don't know the mask.
Maybe you can try.
We'll leave that up to DM.
I mean, he's technically a duck, so.
Yeah, but only isn't it his appearance?
Yeah, but there's no way of ever turning it back. It says it's irrevocably changed. He looks like a duck.
And I want to try to talk to him.
I guess you would try and it wouldn't work. And you'd be like, why can't I talk to this duck? And Erdan would probably be like, I'm not a duck.
Like, I don't understand you.
Right.
What is a duck?
What is a duck?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is a duck?
I am a mighty duck.
Where's his hockey stick?
Erdan's new name is D3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for all you see, Erdan, after this card then bursts into a little flame and he turns into a duck, and you guys are all kind of shocked that now he's a duck, and you hear the voice in the sky just kind of laughing.
Wait. Question. DM. Does that mean I can swim?
Only your appearance changed.
I know, but...
Oh, wait, no. Well, because you'd have web feet.
I'd have web feet.
You have web feet.
And would he be able to fly?
Can I now fly?
Yeah, actually, you would be able to fly. Because you're a duck.
DM now changes you into a salamander.
We'll look up what a duck's movement speed would be and whatnot, and you'll be able to do that.
Now, I'm a giant duck. That's the difference, though. Like,
giant
so that's
I
why
hope Pearl
it's
doesn't get hungry because I have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
I feel like Bubba number 2. Seeing you turn into a duck, he feels like you'd be a noble battle steed.
I'm a chocobo.
He's gonna jump on him. Yep. He's gonna mount him.
You should have made him a duckling so he could be a chocobo.
So he's sneakies, and with proficiency on acrobatics, he gets a 7. He tries to jump on your back to ride you.
So I don't see.
Does it work?
There's no duck on this. So.
What kind of birds
are there?
Turkey.
Let me see what. So advanced filters. This would have.
I could do the same speed for my 9-foot owl.
Fly. There we go. So there's bloodhawks. Well, let's look for a medium because I'd be a medium, right?
I feel like
a giant
your
wasp.
duck abilities would not be the same as a bloodhawk.
So a medium beast, flying beast, has a fly speed of 50.
Okay. You can fly 50 feet, and I'd say one person or other creature would be able to.
I am so excited.
Probably
right
a small would be able to ride on your back.
Worth it.
And then how fast do you think I would swim? My normal walking speed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So I'd look at Pearl too and be like, so you want to draw a card? Immediately throw persuasion at him.
I feel like Erdan, as his appearance looks like a duck, would randomly quack.
Quack.
I feel like knowing that Maluram is stuck with this fucking knight that can't hit shit, and seeing her Dan turn into a giant fucking duck, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Don't be a pussy.
Persuade this motherfucker.
I did. I want to throw a persuasion.
As soon as he says
Okay.
"Don't be a pussy," I'm gonna pull out my dagger and stab him.
Roll an attack. Roll a persuasion. Roll the persuasion first.
The persuasion was okay. 15.
I feel like that would persuade you to draw a card with him calling you a pussy.
Standing next to a giant fucking duck and him calling me a pussy, it would probably
It's only
persuade me to
6
stab him
foot
with
tall.
a dagger. He persuaded me to stab him with a fucking dagger.
Roll your attack.
Uh, 8 plus 6. 14.
Nope.
You miss your attack.
I'd be like, you gonna draw a card now?
Just gonna spit on him and turn around and start walking in the direction that I can't remember fucking names. Ravan told me to walk into. Ravan.
I'm going to fly 50 feet in the air and be a scout.
Okay.
Who was it that just walked off?
Roll.
I'm gonna follow him since were you the one that asked me where to go?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna follow you since we're trying to figure out where to go.
Shannon, I'm gonna cast fly and I'm not flying very high off the ground, but I'm flying just fast enough to be able to keep up with Roll.
Okay. Roll. I feel like we need a chaos roll from you. Because there's a lot going on, and usually Froll doesn't do too well with his composure in situations like this.
That is a very valid fucking point.
Froll's running like a fucking madman.
All right.
Frost said we have to be in a hurry, and he just called me a pussy, so I'm fucking out. I'm going to fucking kill people and steal shit.
I'm straight up following him at that point.
I think I'm just gonna be at a nice steady jog.
Froll's like, I'll show you, pussy. And I'm looking for like the first enemy on this path up to the castle.
Oh yeah.
Erdan, roll perception from your flying vantage point.
And while we're doing this, and while he rolls perception, I'm also casting fly on Tyler, or Riven.
I'm gonna be pretty shocked and unexpected, but delighted, and start catching up to the two flying, the flying duck and the flying girl.
I'm also going to tell him that I've been casting it on him. This only lasts for about 10 minutes, so don't fly very high.
That's good to know. Very much good to know. Thank you.
From your back, Bubba number 2 doesn't see anything, Erdan. He just sees a face full of feathers.
Perfect. That's a 15 total.
You see an ogre standing in front of what looks like the defensive wall, the outer wall of this tower, and he has a giant battering ram in his hand, and he's just pacing back and forth in front of what looks like the gate.
How far is he from me?
He's probably half a mile or so ahead of you guys down this road.
Okay.
That you see Froll and everyone else running down now.
I'm going to quickly catch up because I think my flight speed's faster than his run speed. And let him know, like, quack, There is an ogre up ahead.
Yeah, I picture our group running and Erdan above being like the helicopter cam
Yep.
in Lord of the Rings
Yep.
as we're running through the woods.
Big old duck.
You know, at first I was like, this is going to suck. But now I'm like, I kind of like this.
Yeah,
You can swim and you can fly.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find a pond to use Erdan as a decoy.
And I still don't have to
No
breathe.
longer
So,
All right, so he said there's an ogre ahead.
oh, I'm going to go up
Yeah,
and be
sure.
like, I will distract him.
Trojan duck.
Yeah. And
as
but like,
the duck's distracting, I'm gonna follow the direction he's flying in, and I'm gonna pull out a rapier and a dagger, and ready an attack once that ogre's within range.
yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly above. I wouldn't know. Well, I guess I wouldn't know that ogres are dumb, or I couldn't assume it either. I'm just gonna circle above him so they can see me where the ogre is. As I see them approach and start hiding, I'm going to land in front of the ogre and just quack at him.
I hope you weren't flying fast.
As you land and start quacking at this ogre, it chuckles and takes a swing at you with his battering ram.
Awesome.
Does
Now,
a 22 hit?
Yes.
Fuck.
damn.
Are you wearing armor as a duck?
My
That
armor's
is
actually built in.
16 points of damage.
Could he be a mechanical duck by chance?
I mean, he technically still has all the same stats and everything.
Yeah.
All his armor is the same. He just looks like a duck.
Okay.
He's got like the Da Vinci wing mechanical wings.
For some reason, I'm just picturing hearing like sprockets and shit turning inside of him as he's a duck.
And since you are huge or smaller, it pushes you 5 feet back as well.
That's actually
from the
great
ogre.
to hear, because as I get pushed back, I am going to take flight again and go 50 feet in the air.
Okay.
Has our flight spells expired yet?
No, but I think it would take you guys probably 5 minutes to run the half a mile or so to catch up to Erdan. So you'd have 5 minutes or so left of combat or flight during.
I'd like to look over at Shannon and ask him and let him know and tell him that we should try to get a position on the other side, or get a different position away from everyone so that when they start attacking, we can be prepared at another vantage point.
I'm gonna definitely agree with him. I'm gonna tell him though that landing can be a little bit tricky. That I suggest that when you go to land, you kick your feet forward.
All right, then. So we're at a tree line, and then how much space is between us and the ogre?
So it'd be like a clearing now, like you would see the open field going up to a giant border wall or whatever you want to call it for a castle. They have the outer ring of their defensive wall, and then the city, and then the actual castle. There's no city; it's just the wall. Then the tower is on the top of this cliff, and the cliff behind it cuts off and drops into the ocean. So,
and the ogre's on our side of the wall.
Yeah, he's just blocking the gate.
Do you want to go fly to the wall on top of it?
Okay. You guys can land up on that little walk path that'd be like for the soldiers to line up on.
And I would say being the ogre, this would probably cause him to turn around, right? Watching them.
Yes. And seeing the duck flying, he's still
Yeah.
wants to hit it again.
I'm gonna run up behind him and sneak attack.
Well, wait a
As soon as I
minute.
get
How
up to him.
far away are we from him? Can
So
we
you
see
guys
this
just got
transpire?
into the clearing. You guys are probably 60 feet from the ogre now. Erdon is 50 feet up in the air, and since Shannon and Ravon landed on that wall,
How
say
high
it's
up is that
a
wall, by the way?
50-foot tall wall. They're on like a 2-foot wide walkway that goes across the top of it.
Oh, we're still 60 feet away.
Can I knock back an arrow at him?
And yeah, sure.
And then I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on the ogre.
Okay, what does that do?
I have to roll to hit, so I'm going to try that first. 23. And essentially, that makes
Yes.
the target only deals half damage with any weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. So basically, at the end of each of his turns, he can make a con save against it of 15.
Okay.
Yeah, and DM, I would say it's up to you as to when or if we actually enter combat.
Yeah, it's
true.
1050.
I
So
mean,
do you
I've
want-
heard
do
like
you-
sneak attacks to where you don't have to.
I would feel though if Erdan did that, that would kind of
But yeah,
initiate.
if somebody
Yeah.
endangers or hurts the creature, I feel like they'd try to fight back. Unless it's the goat people.
The fucking goat people.
We're going to have to roll initiative anyway, since Broth is shooting it with an arrow and Erdon has cast a spell on it.
Okay.
Broth, did you roll your attack?
I did. My attack was 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that is this one. That's 10 damage.
Everyone roll initiative.
Ravon rolled 11.
Erdon is 16.
Bro, I got a 16 as well.
Shannon.
Roth is a 20. Oh, go ahead, Shin.
Shannon 11.
Hey,
Mallory.
11 buddies.
Mallory got 15. Bubba got 18.
Remember, Bubba is on my back 50 feet in the air.
Now, does he have to like summon him to attack, or does he just act on his own?
He'll take his own actions. He's just loyal to
Okay,
Malyoran. He's
I can command him if I
Knight
want
card
to.
from the
Right.
deck. It's a level 4 fighter that's loyal to you.
But like,
So-
if they're out of speaking range, then he can just act on his own.
Yeah, I'd say he'd
Okay.
probably just talk to Erdon and try and utilize the flight to get an attack in.
By the way, Broth's initiative was 22.
Damn.
And you got the opportunity attack.
Yep.
Yeah, since you shot him with that arrow, he's going to go into his block the path. Which means until the start of the ogre's next turn, attack rolls against the ogre have disadvantage. It has advantage on attack rolls it makes for an opportunity attack.
Oh, shit.
And that attack deals an extra 16 bludgeoning damage on a hit.
But it's
Shit.
halved.
Enemy that tries to move out of the ogre's reach without teleporting must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw, or have its speed reduced to 0 until the start of the ogre's next turn.
Now, how is that going to work with Erdan's spell that halves damage?
He'll roll his damage and do half of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Does Misty Step count as a teleport?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it did. I know somebody had one. Ravon.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
do.
I think we'll stay set up and ready for combat, and we'll pick up with this combat next week.
Nice.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, brother.
I like the suspense.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that Ray of Enfeeblement, I'm glad I picked that up after my long rest because clerics are allowed to change their spells every long rest. I'm like, oh, this could prove beneficial. So yeah, half damage, especially when he hits like a fucking tank.
How long does that last?
It lasts a full minute, but he gets a con save at the end of every turn, every one of
Gotcha.
his turns. So
Gotcha. To come out of it.
yeah,
Gotcha.
and it's a con
Damn.
save, and I guess it's obviously meta right now. Like I wouldn't know that, but I think ogres' cons are super high, so it may only last a turn. So cross fingers,
Yeah,
boys.
Con and strength, that would make sense.
Yeah. Well, boys, I guess we'll call it for the night.
Start the fight next week.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the fight. Oh, speaking of Memorial Day weekend next weekend, is everyone still good?
I am.
I know I am.
Should be.
Yeah.
I should be able to be back early enough. Yes.
Cool.
Say we're going to be moving, but
If it changes, I'll let you know.
Awesome.
I'll be done by 8.
All right. Well, with that, everyone have a good night. And as always, be kind to each other. Do something nice for someone tomorrow. Love each other, but most importantly, love yourselves. Have a good night, and fuck cancer.
Fuck.
Man.
Cancer.